Good morning, everyone. It's Hanifa Menon from hearthealthbrainhealth.com, and I am here to remind you about healthy grieving and mindful actions. Today, I thought I would start with sharing with you a quotation that I like. I love quotations, so I'm going to start including quotations in my video messages to you. So today, I'd like to start with the quotation: "The brain is that apparatus with which we think that we think." That makes sense? So it's that apparatus with which we think that we think. So many people, I know myself, even having a neuropsychology background, was definitely under the impression that it's the brain that I'm thinking with. But it's an apparatus. Remember that the brain is composed of many cells, and cells are not really thinking. They definitely have a function, but there is a higher consciousness that actually does the thinking through the brain, through our thoughts, through our hearing, our perception, our human abilities. Yet, no one can find consciousness. No one can see where perception is coming from. There's no actual way that we can break apart the brain to see, oh, this is where consciousness is, or this is where a memory is stored. This is something that a higher consciousness puts together through the actions of our cells to create our memories and our thinking. So when we think this way, it's important to recognize that awareness is that ability to know that there's something else that is allowing our thinking. That's awareness. So, this is how we can also understand that when I think about something in a particular way, it's based on my life experiences, my perceptions, my senses, my feelings, so many things that pertain to who I think of as me, yet it's the consciousness that is actually experiencing everything that I experience through this human form of a body. And so when someone else is seeing or thinking of something a different way, it takes awareness to recognize that, yeah, they have a different perception because of their life experiences or their thought processes and their life shaping that has made them think this particular way. That's the first step of awareness. Then there is the situation of awakening. And awakening, I would say, is a unique experience in which people are suddenly aware that everyone has their unique and individual perspectives, and each one is valid. We may agree with them, we may not agree with them, but I believe that the awakening shows us that we are all being shaped individually for our own potential growth, our own contribution to the world and society and the evolution of our planet. And all of them are valid. That, to me, is an awakening. If you've gone through an awakening experience, I know that it's not necessarily an easy process to go through because it's a big transformation of how we're used to thinking and in our normal human lives. When we move into awareness, we start seeing how we see things slightly differently than someone else. And when we move into awakening, we are flooded with that awareness that is true for everyone, that each person is seeing things in unique and beautiful ways from their own perspectives. And none is right or wrong, good or bad. It might be right or wrong compared to how we see things, or good or bad compared to how we see things. But on the overall scheme of things, it's only right, it's only good because it's coming from an individual perspective. I, of course, have a huge bias that as long as we are good to one another, kind to one another, then all of our perspectives are lovely to combine and shape our world in a really positive way. I hope that you will think about how you think and how there is a consciousness through you through which your thinking is happening. And it's working through the cells of your brain, of course, and perhaps many other parts of your body, but that this is happening for every single one of us. I hope you will think about this, think about awareness, think about awakening, and let me know if you need any help for some listening or some guidance in your own journey in your life. You can reach me at hanifahelps@gmail.com, and I wish you a beautiful day.